Hey guys, good day, good moment of you. Just burning a little Palo Santo, just a little Palo Santo. Thought I would come on and deliver a few readings, a collective, and some personal reads by donation. Let's see here. Just give it a second, guys. Just give it a second. So I thought I would come on. Just wait and see if anyone wants to come on. Let's see. Give it a second. Fix this. Just give it a minute. Hey, Kelly, good to see you. Beautiful. I thought I would just come on and deliver a collective message and do some personal readings for anybody who wants a personal. By donation, the personal ones are, guys. So I was ringing the bells to kind of clear the energy and tune into the energy. And the first ring was really quiet. And what I feel Spirit is bringing through for us all is to be louder. I know it sounds funny, because the other two rings, they were a little more even. The first one was kind of quiet, so it might be representing how some of us perhaps are being a little bit timid about expressing our truth as we have stepped into our power, as we become more confident, as we become more in the moment and allowing more of us showing up for ourselves. We might be overcoming, Spirit says, is a little bit of timidness, a little bit of shyness. And we are really called to come forth and shine that light, to speak your truth. And little by little, step by step, they're showing me somebody on a Stairmaster, Stairmaster machine. Little by little, it might seem a little difficult at first, but then those legs get stronger and stronger and stronger with every step. Those quads and those hams and those calves get stronger and stronger and stronger as we exercise them, as we step up our game, as we step into more and more of our power, as we step into more and more of our expression of our divine frequency in print, in whatever way, shape, or form that is. It can be, Spirit says, as simple as communicating to a loved one, a spouse, a partner, something within your heart. And just come out and say it, they said. Just come out and speak it, they say. Or you may be called to take it to more of a public arena, more of a public arena, they're saying, whether it be art, speaking, speeches, teaching, healing, doing lives, presenting posts, changing something at work, being a forerunner and a new idea, implementing a new plan, all of that. So we're coming out of quietness and we're stepping into loud, live loud. But they're not saying make noise just for the sake of noise. The noise we are making is like thunder and cracks of lightning coming together to catalyze and to open up the new energies, new ideas, to open up and break through old conditioning and old ways. So it's like they're showing us going, cracking open this layer of limitation we once lived in whatever way, shape, or form that is, from the most little mundane to the bigger collective. We're cracking open this new world. They said we're literally cracking open this new world. And it's funny because Sunday's Easter. It's like cracking open a new shell, exposing a new birth, a new idea, a new way of being, a new you, rebirthing a new you to be reflected in that new world you are opening up to. Wow, that's kind of cool. Hey, Miss fellow Gem, good to see you. Lauren, I was hoping you were going to come on. Don't do it. Whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. Don't do it, Lauren. Where the hell's that card? Oh, shit. Hold on here. I got to find it. So I'm going to do a collective today, guys. And if you guys want any personals, except for, I'll pull one for you, Kim Chemistry, because you missed the Masters last night, and I did pull some cards. So, Kim Chemistry, don't go anywhere. I'm going to pull you one. I'm going to pull some Rebel decks, too. That'll be fun. I'll pull one serious one and one non-serious for you guys that want to make an open donation. Hold on. Where'd it go? Darn it. Shit. All right, so Lauren, this card is for you. Whatever you're thinking about, don't do it. And it's kind of it's a private joke, kind of, but not really a joke from Lauren's point of view. She's reminded me to tell her don't do it every day. A temptation she has to pay her bills, and she's like, tell me don't do it, don't do it, don't pay that extra. I'm feeling that, especially after the credit card limit increase. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, Tino. Yes, my love. Of course. Of course. All right. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So it's kind of funny today when I rung the bells. When I rung these, I'll pull you one, Tino, because I know you're probably in class or going to class. So my little chink bell thingamajig the string broke. So I took my necklace, my choker, and see how that's kind of cool. It's like, that would be a really cool thing to wear in the forehead as well. My choker. So I used it as a makeshift string, but to me, it's also bringing forth that divine wisdom and insight even more powerfully through this. The sun representing the sun, and then our enlightenment. All right. Yes, Tino, I'll do you right now because I know that you are, I'm sure, in class or on the way to class or in between classes. And so I'll give you one real quick, Tino. Tino's also in the group. So if you guys have not joined the Master Light Blaster group, check it. Just inbox me. It's where we're taking that frequency to a whole other level, more focused intent on igniting more light, more activations, understanding self, more expressing self. And so I do regular channelings there, and then those present get some free mini reads as well. And it's a paid membership, $33. It's a master number. So that is a master teacher. We are all masters, guys. It's just, if you resonate with my energy and my teachings and you want to go deeper, that it's for you. It's for you. All right. Oh, so we got a few of us Master Light Blasters group here. We got Tino, we got Chris, we got Kim Chemistry. So beautiful. All right. So I'm going to come on tonight, guys, at 6:30, and I've got some information that's been coming through for the Master Light Blaster group, but I will deliver that, and I'm thinking 6:30. Because I know a lot of you guys like the evening. So I'm thinking I'm going to hit it at 6:30 over there. Tino, this is for you. Hold on here. So I just got done the gym and a little run. And that always like brings forth stuff. But I was contemplating some energies and stuff that we've been discussing in the group. So I'll discuss that over there. So when we raise our frequency, we're automatically going a little bit deeper. So as bright as we get and the more light that we embody, we're also going to bring into our awareness anything that needs to be brought up that couldn't be brought up or acknowledged as our light was brighter. And when we do that, and when it brings the darkness forth, it creates activations within us. It's allowing the dark and the light to work as one. So the lighter we become, the deeper we go into bringing things to the surface. And the Master Light Blaster group, particularly, we go deeper. We're going lighter, but we're going deeper at the same time, like anything in life. All right, Tina, what you got here, really, really quick, is this first of all, the pink is the higher heart, so that's representative of you really tuning into your higher heart, which is unconditional connection to universal love. You see the love in all, you are the love, and you know nothing is separate from you, and you hold lots and lots of compassion, love, and kindness for your world, for your fellow man. So it's saying that first of all. So it is operating in the higher heart. But what the message is for you, Tino, is stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop it. Stop it. Stop it. And it says, spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. So sometimes these rebel decks, they're really to the point, but they're really like to the point to get that limited mind to freaking wake up. So it's kind of, I always think of it as a merging of the limited mind with the higher mind in a way that captures our attention. They make it light, it's funny. But a lot of times it can also be it can actually be verbatim. It can actually be exactly what it says. So only you know, Tino, how it applies. But just like all of everything, everything could be symbolic as well. So when it says don't stop stalking and checking, it's something outside of you that you're giving too much focus to that's actually disempowering you, whether it be a person, a place, an idea, a habit, whatever it is for Tino. And if any of you guys know that spirit piggybacks messages and will bleed into our in any little nook and cranny, the light will permeate under every little crack or crevice, and it'll come through, like the light coming through the shade of a blind. It'll reach whoever it's meant to reach now and later as well. So I am kind of feeling that this might pertain to someone else out there as well, either now or later. So but what it's saying is stop focusing on that outside obsession or subject matter or whatever it is. Take that power within and do you instead. Do you. It's showing that you are placing maybe some energy on something outside of you that is not serving your highest power. Even though everything teaches us something and everything is valid, it's just saying that is not the most empowering point or vantage point for you right this second, if you really want to empower and connect and open up to your streams of consciousness of universal, unconditional, multidimensional you love. All right, so let's look in this a little deeper from a little bit lighter, angelic point of view. Dang, where the hell are my stinking ass glasses gone again? Anyways, I don't need them. I just gotta look. Okay, so what this is saying, Tino, is the number 30. 30 is the number of expression, bringing things into balance. So if you're focusing on something outside and it's obsessing and it's not bringing you fulfillment and you're just kind of like peeking behind the scenes, it's disempowering. So you might feel unbalanced. So this is a 30. 30 is a beautiful card of balance, the mind, the body, the spirit working together to create a portal. The 0 is representative of a portal opening up to new birth, new understandings of self. So it's just saying to bring it into your heart space. Focus on you. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing, saying. Don't worry about drama. Don't worry about gossip. Don't worry. Don't get caught up in any of that ridiculousness that card said, to put it lightly. So it's about reaching for your dreams, Tino. What are your dreams? It says, I am the creator of my dreams and I achieved them with confidence. So it's just saying, put your focus on your light. What is your light? It's in your heart. It's in that side of you. And we all do that, by the way. Spirit is just trying to make a point here. Spirit is never judgmental, critical, and is going to tell you what to do. This is just to give you insight, but they're just making light of it also. But it's true. They're making light of a truth to get our human mind to understand. I am the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with confidence. So it's about you having confidence in your own dreams going into you, shutting your eyes, realizing, imagining, feeling into what you really want to create. What does Tina want to create? Whatever way, shape, or form that is to you. Connect to your, oops, I froze. Connect to your passions represented by this long red hair. The long red hair means receiving and opening up to spirit that is exciting and passionate for you, sustaining. It's about you. It's about doing you. It's about expressing you. And flow, flow. See the rivers coming off the mountain? So the mountain can symbolize the struggles and pains that might have knocked you down. And feel those emotions. Allow those tears to cry for sadness, grief, pain. That is salve for the soul. But also, as you release that, you open up to greater joy, where you're going to bring forth tears of joy. And tears of joy are, it is that liquid expressing from you. It is the recognition and remembering of your light. So tears and joys and tears of sadness work together. Release the tears of sadness or disappointment, or times where you felt knocked down and not feeling so confident, or where your dreams were knocked down. It's allowing yourself the emotions of releasing that to transmute, transpire into something way more beautiful. Energy never dies. It simply multiplies. They just said energy never dies, it multiplies. So it means it comes into a greater understanding. It is elevated in frequency that will serve your vessel, your understanding, and your growth of now. So just, and it represents going with the flow, going with the flow. What feels good, taking the path of least resistance. I don't know why so many popped out. I'll touch on these lightly. Number 5, that's representing change. Be spontaneous. The red here represents the red hair of this girl. And it says High Priestess of Fire. Number 5, passion. High Priestess of Fire. The High Priestess brings forth knowledge that others don't see. You're going to find this knowledge and this spark within your heart space. Change through passion, change through excitement, change through connecting to your heart space. Maybe there's even a girl with red hair that you like. I don't know. Sometimes it can be just what the card is, and sometimes it can go deeper. So and it can represent your own high priestess. We all hold feminine and masculine energies. It doesn't matter the agenda, the agenda or the gender, the agenda or the gender. It is saying tapping into also your own high priestess energy, knowing you have the answers within your heart space. And last but not least, spirit awakens. Number 1, being independent, taking a new pathway, blazing a new trail, being that lone roof. Holy crap, I can't talk today. Being that leader, being that master that you are. I embrace my soul purpose and align all aspects of my life to it fully. Spirit awakens. You hold the universe, you hold the Mother Earth, you hold the dreams. Everything is within your heart space. These cards are so connected. So it's about following your dreams and connecting to them within you so that they can manifest and project in this hologram of life you live. That is your message, Tina. Hey, Christy, I love another Master Light Blaster, guys, on the at the temple today. We've got a lot of Master Light Blasters. So if you guys are feeling called, text me for more information, and I'll place a little thing underneath this. So Christy and Tina. Oh, Gina. Holy crap. I should have just done this after Master Light Blaster page. And then we have Carissa. And who else did I see? Chris. And who else did I see earlier? Oh yeah, chemistry. So as I was drawn to your name, I said chemistry instead of chemistry, Kim. And I know you're next. And it's about you actually mixing and alchemizing. They're showing me you as a witch. Right into Kim they're showing me you as a witch with this cauldron in front of you, and pouring all of these different energies and bringing some magic to life. And now they're literally showing me red flames and fire, kind of like this is coming out of the pot. And is that not the way spirit will bleed and expand, one thought, one step to the another? There are fire flames coming out of this pot. So something that you're building momentum for, and it's passionate, and it's releasing out of this pot that you are cooking through your alchemical ways. Witchy woman. Is there a song called Witchy Woman? They're just bringing forth your witchy part today, bringing out your witch. And what is that? Uh, that old song, Marie Laveau, you ugly witch. That song is coming to forth. They're bringing forth and activating some witchy you're activating and bringing to life some alchemical, they're saying, and it involves chemistry, the mixing of energies, but you could actually be working on recipes or other things. Take it as it, take whatever layer connects to you, but they're just showing me you as this beautiful, powerful witch with just building and cooking something in your cauldron, and but it's coming out, so that means that's representing the manifestation, the fruition of whatever you're cooking up through your powers, through your ceremonies, through your yeah. And your heart is that cauldron. They're saying your heart is that cauldron. You've been going through and doing some stuff in your heart, recalibrating, fine tuning, mixing ideas, mixing energies. And that makes sense because you're a gem. A gem, you are got that yin yang working together. You've got those opposing forces for creation. All right, let's see what it has to say. Where's my mystical wisdom? I'm going to pull you a mystical card, Kim. So I'm doing Kim because she's in the group and she has not been in some of the lives. So, all right, Kim, chemistry. For those, oh, well, there we go. We got these. All right, so, and Tamara. God, it's an extension of the Master Light Blaster group. So anyone not in the Master Light Blaster group, if you guys would like a card, you will be prioritized, and I will give you a reading through open donation. Otherwise, I will be delivering some for you Master Light Blasters in the Master Light Blaster group, because that is part of what the membership fee is, guys. So it is worth just that. It is worth just that, but it's so much more. All right, guys. So anybody else out there, let me know if you do make a donation and I will deliver your own personal. And otherwise, I'm just going to hit upon some of the MLBers. All right. And know that these messages, like the light shines through the cracks, through the crevices. It's expansive. So if you feel like an aha or like something clicks for you, know that it is for you as well. For we are all truly one. We're all truly one, and we're all reflecting energies for another to be brought into their awareness as a mirror to give you a reflection of yourself. This is so beautiful. Love is not separate. The Almighty, God, light, source, energy is not separate. It is unifying. None of us essentially are separate from one another. We have our own concentrated personal experiences that we are mastering within our own life, which just means exploring a theme and mastering that theme. And we are reflecting the energies and the information gained, insight from one another through our electromagnetic field as a reflection in one another. Oh my crap. Thank you there for that, Spirit. Thank you. All right. So Kim, when I posted that beautiful lion that I shared from somebody else, that beautiful potent lion, I thought of you. So I posted it for the group. I thought of it as the group in general, but I'm like, oh my God, this has got Kim chemistry written all over it. And you actually got another lion. And I know that the Lyran galactic race is part of very, very strong in you. And they're going, it is. Like they're moving me, yes, yes. So they're coming forth really strong also in now they're just showing me like a line of lions, like a circle of lions around this cauldron that you're cooking up. So they're supportive of you, huge in whatever this message or however it pertains to you. Leadership, set your goals. There you go, Kim. Stepping into your leadership, a Master Light Blaster. And you guys are all Master Light Blasters, even if you're not in a group. This is just a specific pod, a specific resonant group. And just like there are a million different teachers, there's specialties in every pod. You know, some are art, some are chemistry, some are science, some are counseling, some are tarot readers, some are healers, you know. So no one is better than another. It's just a resonance. And when we're resonant, then we exponentiate that resonancy, that light, for further knowledge and insight and to be experienced. So leadership. So it goes along with the beginning message as well. You weren't on yet. No one probably was. But when I rung those bells, the first one was a little bit softer. And it's just saying, roar, let yourself be seen, shine as that leader, step into your leadership, step into that mastery in a way that brings you to that next level, that takes you up to that next step, that opens that next door for you. Even the hair and everything is just beautiful. You have beautiful big hair, or at least last I knew. And that's just representative of you. The light, the flowers, the sun. Look at the sun shining. So it's time for you to shine and step into your power even more so. You're being called to get a little bit louder, make some noise. Now they're showing me you with cowbells, guys, those cowbells. Oh, and now they're showing me that movie. And Carissa, if you're still there, you posted it with Will Smith. No, I mean Will Ferrell in that bell banging in that movie that he did. I forget the name of it. And they show me you, Kim, as Will Ferrell, but you holding the cowbell and going boom, 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 and just moving to your own beat and doing your own thing. So that's so awesome. And the other card that you got, Kim Chemistry, is Peacock. Well, son of a bee. A peacock isn't afraid to shine or show all of those beautiful, glorious, beautiful feathers. These two cards to me are very, very similar. It's about opening up, fanning out those peacock feathers, standing out, being different, being that stinking gem that you are. And now they're showing me you in a pile of gems, overwhelmed with all of these different colored gems. They're very visual today. They're showing me you like laying and you've got all of these gems, like you hit some sort of buried treasure or this pirate ship that's been in a cave, and they're just showing me you finding all of these treasures and like being amazed at the beauty and the abundance and that reflection of all that you are. So it's time for you to be that peacock. And it says raise your standards. So maybe you're even putting up with some stuff that you don't want to put up with. Just like Tino's card, everything is a continuation, and we're all bleeding into one because we are all one, showing each other different reflections, where it said don't waste your time on that ridiculousness. Okay, so it's about you too, focusing your energies and your time on you and shining and what's worth it to you, and not diminishing or compromising that energy you have. Your energy is precious and powerful, and it's about utilizing it. And you got it. Now someone's going, you got it, girlfriend. You got it. I don't know if that's Eric. You got it, girlfriend. And they're just like like that. So you got it. So just stop. Just have some intentional focus with it. And it could be something just little in your life that you're letting go of. So when I read, sometimes it seems like it's always like grandiose. What's the word? Grand. And sometimes it just, the little is no less than the bigger. And it could be one little thing in your life that is just not useful to you anymore. Like now they're showing me you kicking a bucket or kicking a can out of the street, out of your way. Yeah, now they're showing me you, Kim. Kim, are you getting a lot of visuals lately? Because literally they're showing me so many different visuals of you. You're walking down the street and you're just kicking a can out of your path. So as it resonates, very beautiful cards. And yeah, and that sun, that gold. And I know a lot of times when I pull cards for you, you've got this big open tunnel opening. It's like you're right there and you're walking through this new door, this new tunnel, this new world. Well, guess who's leading that? Guess who's leading it? You are. You're the leader. You're the leader of your own pack, of your own tribe, of your own path. All right. Thank you, Miss Chemistry B. Son of a bee. It is Eric. Yeah, I feel that too, Tamara. I feel it's like, and then he's like all sassy. And then he's like, he's even taking the shoulder. This is shit I never do, guys. He's going like this. Holy shit. Very comical today, guys. All right. All right. Let's check out some 11. There's that portal. Mastery. Thank you, Conchetta, for sharing. All right. I'm feeling the urge, especially. Okay, I already addressed that. Everybody tell Lauren, don't do it. Chris Tucker. Oh, man. So You were coming to mind today when I was writing, and I was trying to find out like a little bit more about the 12 apostles and whether they literally had those names or literally did those things or things were tampered with. You know what I mean? They're still holding a frequency that is representing something. And I thought how cool it would be, because I actually was looking on Amazon for a biblical or disciple or apostle biblical teachers oracle cards. And normal Catholicism or religion will say that was blasphemy. But I'm like, you are going to create, Chris, or this is Spirit's recommendation of creating some archetype AI cards with that beautiful artwork that you portray. And what it does is it's like, to me, it's multi-dimensional. And you bring forth that in the artwork. And same with C. Megan, she's doing similar stuff. And what I really realized yesterday when I was contemplating that is AI representative of our new perceptions. You know how we see clearer, we see brighter, we see through the eyes of God. And they say as our frequency rises and as we embody more light, everything is brighter. Our senses open up. The taste, the flavors, our hearing, our eyes. And what Spirit is saying is yes, AI is a reflection in our physical manifestation of us embodying more light and able to perceive that brilliancy and the intensity that we could not before, even though it's showing up through technology. Is that not amazing? So I just feel like that is such a beautiful path that you're taking. And oh, so my point was I couldn't find any cards on in biblical stuff or scripture or the apostles or the disciples, and they are just frequencies, guys. So whether you relate to, say, um, David or whatever a biblical character is, see the one that went against the Goliath, David and Goliath, even if you don't believe that kind of stuff, and if it actually happened, it's still holding a frequency. It's a symbol that has been carried through generations. So you don't have to be religious or biblical. It's the frequency that that person is represented by. And I just think that would be amazing. I don't know. Maybe there's some out there. I just slightly researched as I'm running and listening to shit on YouTube. I'm trying to type text and look up shit and run at the same time, multitasking. So anyway, so I just thought that was fascinating. And I wanted to share that that is the reflection of our progression, of our ascension. And see, Megan posted this beautiful scene of the sun, and she goes, oh, that's AI. And I'm like, that is brilliant, and it's so beautiful. So it's an intensity of energy reflecting in our reality as we embody and tune in to these, fine tuning our frequencies. It's just amazing. And I'm blown away. Okay. I'm just simply blown away. Not in the membership, but I am here. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are all masters. Okay. So I'm not, I'm not saying anybody or any group, because I've got the Gold Room group, I got the Temple of the Sun group, and I've got the Master Light Blasters. That's the only paid membership group. All right. Holy shit. So, holy shit. I don't know what you're saying that about, Tino, but hopefully that card resonated for you. Okay. I know how it implies. Of course you do. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. I've never heard Spirit say something to me so accurate. Okay. So let me know if it was the Rebel deck, Tino, and I'm sure it was, because like sometimes Spirit gets a bad rap, and now Eric's coming in, and yeah, Spirit sometimes gets a bad rap, and I'm here to shake it up. So sometimes Spirit, you think of all holy, angelic, soft, and Spirit says, well, I'm shaking that shit up. So yeah, it's in your face, because it's everything. It's everything, and we are everything. Oh my God, this is so awesome. I knew I had to come on. Need more cowbell. Yes, Carissa. It's just my favorite part too is the enthusiasm and the confidence in which he plays that cowbell with every bit of his being. We don't need to be a scientist. We just need to be and live loud, live with confidence, live with everything we got. like him playing Will Ferrell hitting that cowbell in that. You guys can let me know the name of the movie. I don't remember. Don't do it, Lauren. Thank you, Christy. Yeah, I know. I think so too, Christy. So on point. Okay, beautifully. All right. So yeah, we're all called to yeah, Saturday Night Live skit, Chris, but also isn't it in a movie where he became a singer? It's kind of like looks sort of ABBA-ish, like ABBA, and it's a movie and it wasn't that popular. And shit, I can't remember it. And they were kind of cavemanish looking or lived like really weird. And then they went on stage and they had a band and he was with a girl. I can't think of the name. Lawrence should know. Where's James when I need him? I have a cowbell. So Susan, ring it. Like these are kind of gentle and mellow. These are kind of gentle and mellow. Ring a freaking cowbell. That's such an awesome sound. And not only is it reflective of you owning it up and speaking it, your truth, but it breaks up energy like drums, bells, frequencies. They break up the freaking ass energy to release more of you. I walk the line. Wasn't it a parody? I have not seen that either. I'll post it if I find it. But yeah, oh my God, yeah, the Will Ferrell days on SNL are so funny. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so Miranda, I'm gonna pull you a quickie because I know I think you wanted one. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, guys. If you want a guaranteed reading, just a donation of any amount, open donation. Otherwise, I'm just gonna kind of go through. And they're saying, and I know Conchetta shared out. So I'll do some just go through some of you guys. Christy, I'm gonna pull one for you. You were in the thing last night that I did when I came on in the MLBers. So Miranda. So for quickies, I'm just going to give you a quickie. And if you make a donation, it's going to be a little more thorough. Okay. It'll be multiple cards as opposed to one. So this is just saying, to me, the purple is that Christ consciousness. And I already know that you ooze that unconditional love. You embody that. But what's showing up is the bling, 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 the money. And it says, make it rain. Make it rain. So make it rain can have many different, what's the word? Many different meanings. So make it rain as in money. There's money coming in. There's abundance coming in for you. Also, rain represents emotion and tears. So maybe you're doing some releasing. Yes, this is where it's going. You may have to do some releasing and expressing through tears of joy, tears of sadness, tear, ringing that cowbell out of anger, moving some energy. They're saying you're moving some blockages, and that's creating space for greater abundance. So there is a releasing, I believe. And even this black thing represents kind of a release, a whole acknowledging some stuff maybe that needs to come through you to create space for some money, some abundance. The dollar signs can represent money literally. So maybe you're coming into some money literally. Maybe you got to take some action to get that money. Maybe you are looking to take a new job or to sell something. So spirit is bringing forth, there's some action for you to take to gain some of this abundance, the abundance. And it's based in, high consciousness, high frequency represented by the purple. So there is some movement you've got to make, whether it's physical movement to maybe put something on marketplace and sell it, to present your noise in some way, shape, or form, get your name out there, present your energy. That could be the physical movement, or it can mean that in emotional representation, as in water, as in tears. Now they're saying blood, sweat, and tears. So it could be a little bit of both blood, sweat, and tears. Blood to me represents the spirit, doesn't represent torture, but the spirit flowing. The sweat can represent work, action that you're manually taking. And the tears represent the emotion. So also is showing the power of three, blood, sweat, and tears, taking some action through your emotion, letting that emotion drive you. What is it? It excites you, makes you happy, and taking a little bit of movement, physical movement. Tears representing emotion. So connecting to spirit with the emotion and physical action, bringing all three components together, the blood, sweat, and tears, to bring forth the bling, the abundance, and the abundance can be physical money, it can be relationships, it can be environment, it can be obviously the greatest abundance is freedom of self. To me, that is so abundant when you can freaking ass live your life in your fullness and have your light just boom there, not diminish it, not be worried about it, be confident in it. So it's about bringing three different aspects and working them as one too, but they're all high frequency. Could be spiritual undertakings that you are also opening up to, maybe charging to do readings or healings. I don't know what you do for work, Miranda, but anyways, hopefully that resonated. Cachetta, I'm going to pull you one for sharing, and thank you so much for sharing. Cachetta, you have same exact one. So take all of that as it applies to you. But because it is exactly the same, I'm going to do a mystical wisdom for you. I'm going to pull one of these. So if it's exactly the same as the one before, take all of that, and this might be a clarifier or give you a little more insight on it. And what it says is chaos. Oh, I love it. Chaos doesn't always feel good, but I've never noticed this before. In this chaos, it's actually a big heart. It's a big heart. It's allowing the darkness to rip up from the ground out of your reality. This is great. This is great because yesterday I did a quick live on the Masters group, and it was so freaking ass windy. It was unbelievable. But you know how the wind will whip up the leaves, the rotted leaves, they'll expose the dead rot. They show you things under the leaves or the sticks that you didn't know were there, little bugs or whatever. So something is coming into your life like a tornado, bringing it to the surface, but it's all bringing you to a greater love. The darkness will and the light work together. The light will bring and expose stuff. And it's like a whirlwind. It's happening quickly, maybe. It's like a whirlwind. Something's taking you. They're showing me like a whirlwind right here, which is a big twister tornado. And there's two little eyes in here too. So seeing the truth in it, and it's chaos. Seeing the truth in the chaos is what you're being called for right now. 9 is an end of a cycle. Something is there's chaos bringing forth new life. You know, the dark is the dark before the dawn, or chaos or a windy day reveal things we wouldn't have known. You know, the chaos, the tower moments, the crumbling of our foundation happens for us, and you are to be that eye in the middle, the eye in the storm. You're able, and you're being asked to see that love, be that space in the chaos. And it might not even be something you're going through, Conchetta. It might be something you are observing for another. Oh, and that brings some, this is why I originally came on and I never even spoke of it. Okay, so that is your card. It's an end of cycles to bring forth new life, regeneration, releasing some shit that no longer serves, like kicking that can out of the sidewalk. But this seems like it's a supernatural, it's something beyond your power that has stepped in like a storm. Okay, so what hit me this morning, and what I realized, especially as a mom, and you see your kids and they have their own path, and sometimes we do have a little bit of wisdom and insight because we've lived it, but it doesn't do any good to tell a teenager anything, as we all know. And remember when you were a teenager, like, we thought we knew more than our parents, and yeah, we do and we don't, it's just in that. And so it's about allowing others to take their own journey, even though you know an easier way because you've been there and you so badly want to share it. But sometimes we just have to observe it. We have to observe that space for them, knowing that. So I was just thinking that, and it's so, sometimes we want to step in, but it interferes in that other person's path and their process. So even though we might have gone through a similar situation as someone, you know, a person, place, or not a place, but a person, a loved one, a child, a sister, a soul person that you know, even though you have some insight on it because you've been through it, or sometimes we're just called to hold the space for other people's chaos with our wisdom quiet, and allow them to have their own process, because their own process is needed for their journey and their understanding. So you might be being called to that, but it's an ending of cycles. And now what I'm seeing is this big face. One eye is shut, and then we got the black eye. We have this nose, and then we've got like a mouth here. We've got a mouth here. It looks like a mustache. So it could be something to do with a male, but not necessarily. But I see you having to kind of keep one eye open or shut, Like, just let it happen and be that space of love. Oh, lips. Those look like lips. The lips are quiet. You're just going, oh my God, you guys see that face? It's not a mustache, it's a nostril. Black nostril here. Whoops, hold on, I froze. Black nostril, thin nose, and eyes shut. And this eye is kind of just taken away with the black, but the lips right here are closed. So you're being called to just kind of hold space and silence amidst the chaos and standing and anchoring into your truth of love. All right. You guys are amazing. These messages are so powerful. Christy, you are next. Quickie for Christy. Unless someone made a donation. Let me look real quick. The movie you're talking about is, yes, that is what it is. I knew it was something weird. Eurovision Song Contest. Thank you, Lauren. Lauren, I'm going to pull you a quickie for that. And I'm going to faint. I would absolutely faint if it was the don't do it card. Don't effing do it. You're welcome, Miranda. Yeah, so I'll do Christy right after Lauren here. All right. If someone made a donation and want a little thrill, let me know. And just like all my groups, they kind of extend one into the other. Oh, you got 3, son of a bee. So to me, there's like a power of 3. So take these 3 messages, resonate, discern them as they do. I'm going to read them, Lauren, but maybe each one acts as a leg of the power of 3 too. Oh, before I got out of bed this morning, and a lot of times I get images. I'm either get images of like what's coming, or I get images of something like a darkness within me. Like I expressed the other day how all of a sudden I had these fears of linear time, dying. Am I doing my work's purpose or my life's purpose? If I died right now, what the hell was my life anyways? So those were some dark thoughts coming up for me to deal with. But this morning I had literally the triangle, and you know, guys know how I'm all about the triangle, and it was kind of a pyramid. And it was all illuminated. It was so illuminated. And it was just showing an affirmation of exactly the power of 3. When we bring 2 opposing things together, it's creating that new foundation of a new expression, new birth. It's an intensity of high frequency, because this gold triangle I saw, and it was just illuminating with this clear white light. So just showing us that we are stepping into this stronger frequency of the power of 3, as we have dissipated the illusion of separation, and that dissipates timelines as well. And then that brings forth a new frequency to create, and that brings forth new creations, which is reflective in our hologram called life. All right, so 3. I'm just going to say them and you decipher them. Stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up. You're missing some cool shit. Eric always comes through with these cards as well. So sleeping doesn't necessarily mean sleeping, but I know you're down on yourself. You're hard on yourself a lot, Lauren, and you'll say, I got to, step up my game. I got to stop whatever, being lazy and all of that. But it doesn't necessarily mean physically sleeping. It means closing your eyes to the light that is before you, closing your eyes to maybe what is aware, what abundance is right there, what eternal life is in that moment of now. And speaking that truth, speaking whatever that is revealed to you in that moment when you wake up literally or symbolically, those insights that you gain, to speak it and to share it. So just being aware of everything before you from an altered perception, kind of like AI, seeing through the eyes of AI, the higher perception, the higher frequencies where it is intensified, bringing it to the now. Don't freaking worry about paying that bill. Don't worry about your credit cards as far as getting whatever in that moment. I'm saying in that moment, if it's there, yeah, deal with it. But in that moment, just connecting to that power that is available to you in this exact moment, and then speaking that insight, sharing it, embodying it. The other one is, have you eaten? You're acting like a big ass baby. You need some food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. So this is, and this goes to, oh my God, some stuff I was listening to this morning on YouTube, where they talked about, we do not eat from food alone. Spiritual food sustains us. So you're being called to eat, could be to eat physical food. I know you like pizza, your tacos, whatever. Don't deprive yourself, but there's more to that physical eating. It's a spiritual eating, and that spiritual eating, food and sustenance, is found in the moment. the moment that you could be missing just by not acknowledging it. And the other one is winning. You are winning. All I think of is that Charlie Sheen thing that happened years ago. Winning, and that winning is represented by that sacral chakra, your own creative expression, your own gifts. There's no greater joy than living in your own gifts. There's no greater joy than expressing the authenticity that you are with no expectations, with no timeline, with no worrying about anything of what people are saying or doing or how it's going to, the outcome. So that creative expression is your sustenance. It is your sustenance. It is your spiritual food. And to step into it, to live it in your own unique way, without expectations, without other people's plans, without other people's formulas. You are winning. You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. So every moment of now, this is like the now to me, the now card. The now card. In the moment of now, you're automatically winning. So also showing and appreciating and being thankful for all that you are, how far you've come, and what is available to you now. Just basking in that knowing is going to open you up to further insight and creations. And you are winning. You're winning. You're winning when you can see in the now that you've already won. If you can see in the now you're winning, you're winning. Yeah, well, what's the future? What is the future? What's the future? What's the future? How about living for the now too? Yes, I'm not dismissing that. We are still human. I'm just trying to make a point here. We could get freaking ran over by a bus. We could get whatever, hit by an asteroid, whatever. The future is always in the now. We never die and we're eternal. But I know what you're saying. You're saying as you. So yes, prepare for the future the best that you can. That resonates with your belief system, but don't dismiss the now and reaching for the future. All right. You're welcome. Thank you for the insight. You're so good with music. I can always count on you with music, movies, video games. I don't know video games. My kids do. I don't know video games. All right. Christy Burke. This keeps lagging out on me. I have to watch the replay. See you, Chris. All right. So, Christy, I know this is you already. Be effing grateful. Be effing grateful. I know you're grateful. I know you're really embodied and you're really in the now, and you're a sun goddess and you're all about the light. But maybe there's something you're going through that the human mind or the ego is going through. So it says, be effing grateful. Shit could be so much worse. So to me, you know that. So to me, it's calling you into embodying more joy, just immersing in the joy. Don't worry about the shit. Let the shit fuel your joy. Let it show you where you're not joyous and maneuver somewhere else. But just being grateful just means, to me, true state of gratefulness. It's not fake. Like sometimes they say, be grateful, be thankful. And you can try to pull that out of you and say, I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful, just by faith. But they're saying grateful is who you are. It's coming from a deep place within you. It's the recognition of yourself, of all that you hold within you that you get to be grateful for as it is revealed, as it comes forth. So a lot of times we're taught to be grateful, and a lot of times we think of that as the outside. Okay, I might not have that much money, but everybody and so many people have it so much worse than me. They're not even really talking about that. However, it could apply to you in that way as well. It's about knowing that your state of being is grateful. Your God source energy, you reverberate in light. You are embodying more light. That is joy. That is the natural state of our being. Happiness, joy, bliss, trust, confidence, expression. It's all now. So they just want you to know, and maybe you've been even being grateful on the outside, but they want you to know that comes from who you are. It's your natural state. In essence, they're almost saying there's nothing to be grateful for because you are that very existence. You are grateful. So it's hard to apply being grateful outside of you because it is who you are. It is integrated in you. It is not separate from you. So opening up, obviously, activating many, many codes of this Christed energy, unconditional love, but it's applying they're just showing me it's opening up in you. They're showing me like all of these rivers and pathways in you with this purple water flooding you from within, connecting and allowing that flow within. I just felt a little thing in my heart. So something healing, further healing within through self-compassion and self-love. You are that state of being. In the outside world just shows us that reflection. So when we're grateful for the outside, that sun, I know you really connect to the sun, so I'm using that as an example. That is you. That is you. That is the reflection of the experience of you. You are grateful. That is your natural state. Very beautiful, Christy. All right. Trials and tribulations. Yeah. I live grateful. Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, I know you are. And they want you to just also know that, Christy, that all that you're grateful for and that has been done for you, that is just you living you, you living you. They're saying, I feel funny saying this, but they're saying you, Christy, are the God Almighty. You are the God Almighty. So yesterday, what was revealed in the group at the end of a channeling, you know how in the Bible they say, honor no God before me, before thy God. And what they said at the end of the group, and this is good for all of us guys, is honor no other God before you, because it's all you. Nothing is separate from you. So honor no other God, Christy, and everybody watching now and later before you. I know that's not what we were taught. The church would say that is blasphemy, but you are the God, you are the temple, you are the light, you are the love, you are the gratefulness, you are the thankfulness, you are the joy. All right. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Hey, Frank, good to see you. Thank you for hopping on. I haven't seen you for a little bit. All right. Just looking back here. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. I've got one for you, Tamara. Tamara, you have, and I don't see this as you either, just like, but obviously Spirit is working at a deep level within. It says, stop effing whining. I know you're not a whiner. I know you're not. So let's see here. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world. So do it. So do it. So whether something's bugging you, or maybe you are in the ego mind dealing with some stuff that you want changed, and you might recognize it. First of all, Spirit stepping in and saying, yeah, she does that sometime. And what we want to tell her is it's okay. And this is Eric, because he's coming forth very matter of factly, like he does sometimes, when he gets kind of serious. And he's saying, yeah, she whines sometimes, but it's okay. It's okay. He says, do that shit. Do that shit. And that's going to help you to get clearer with yourself, to speak your truth. So not inhibiting when you're whining. They actually are saying, they're actually bringing it to a place of self-acceptance for you, Tamara, saying accept yourself for that whining. Yeah, from a higher vantage point that that that's not serving, but Eric is saying, yeah, it is serving, because then it's getting you to greater clarity of your own voice, your own thinking. So as you release those things, those energies without judgment and thinking they're bad, when you might be criticizing something or seeing something in the world, it's okay. Acknowledge that. And then you can gain greater clarity within yourself. Because here it says, no one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change the world. Well, you gotta kind of acknowledge something before you change the world, is what they're saying. So acknowledge those inconsistencies, they're saying, within one's own mind, and that's okay. Doesn't mean you're acting on it. Doesn't mean you believe it to be truth. Just acknowledge the inconsistencies, and you become more clear. You become a clearer conduit. So I know personally, as me, I'll beat myself up when I'm being whatever negative or whatever. No, I just allow it. I allow it, and As we allow it and we don't deny it or resist it, it actually kind of ceases to exist, because then we're not concentrating that thought or that way of thinking anymore. Just kind of like food. When you deny yourself a food on a diet, what the hell? I'm going to want it all the more, and then I'm going to binge. So what the hell? So allow all to be all. Allow all to be all. You got to acknowledge something before you make that change. We paid? What do you mean we paid, Kelly? Kelly, you paid? Or we paid the price? What do you mean? You paid the price, or you paid for a donation? I'll give you a second to comment, Kelly. I'd be more conscious of my thoughts. Okay. Okay. I'm coming back. Hold on. Sorry, I had a stinking call. I thought that I blocked it, and I did silence my phone for 1 hour. So obviously, I've been on for more than an hour. All right. I think she paid for a donation. Yes, Kelly. Just Kelly? Just for you, Kelly? When you said we paid, so I don't know if you mean one for you and Kelly, Carissa, or you mean just you. But anyways, I'm going to start with you, and I'll let somebody else let me know. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you for letting me know. And Tamara, I don't know why this color's standing out for me for you. I don't know. Is that called lapis, or what the heck is it called, guys? I'm not sure. But as I looked down and I saw your name, that has your name written all over it. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's also the blue there too. This is a little deeper blue than that blue that showed up for you. But this is significant for you today. And you're gaining greater clarity. But you got to allow the darkness to gain the clarity, and that's okay. It's got to move through you. Okay. So we've got Kelly first and Carissa, and then I'm going to end it for today, for now, for this moment of now, because I got to go get Mythos early for a physical at school. All right. Okay. Kelly. All right. So that first ring was weaker for you as well, Kelly, meaning stepping more to your power. But what's happening is, when you're feeling disempowered, a little confused, a little off kilter, not knowing what direction to make, that is fine. That is fine, they're saying. They're saying that is fine, because those are for us to recalibrate our energies to gain clarity. This is for you as well, gaining clarity. This is piggybacking on you guys with Tamara as well, to gain clarity. So allowing it. So when you're getting confused, the key for you is, and if you don't know which way to turn, or you got different options, and then you can see the pros and cons of many different things, many different scenarios, they're saying to allow that state, but don't try to figure it out. So you're actually, and this is a paradox, you got to figure things out without trying to make sense of them. Is that not the way? So, because the last ring was all like kind of mumbly jumbly, and what there's in the middle ring was clear. So to gain clarity, don't try to make sense from the human mind. Acknowledge the confusion and allow it to settle in you, and then you will be given the clarity. You'll be given the clarity by allowing the confusion, but not trying to make sense of it. Is it this one? Hold on here. Kind of. Is it this one? I'm going to shuffle. I'm not feeling this is right the way it fell out. Yeah, it is right. Then it stuck to my fingers. Thank you for that. All right. Is that one? Yeah. Okay. Let me shuffle again. So yeah, and a lot of times what happens is the physical human part of us, the ego part of us, wants security. It wants answers. It wants foundation. It wants to know the future, or it freaks out. And what they're saying is, it's time to just tell that ego to chillax a little bit. Things are going to be fine. Things are going to work out perfectly. And they're showing me taking a key. You know how this old saying, you take a key and zip it, keep the mouth shut. They're saying, give that to your ego mind. Get the key, shut the little mind off, and just shut it down for a little bit to allow, now they're saying the dust to settle, to allow the confusion. It's like you throw something up and it's all going to fall and settle. It's going to settle where it is. Just be observed, hold that space. Don't try to figure it out, because then you condense the worry and the confusion more so. So something about having to make decisions and you're looking to gain clarity, obviously, or you wouldn't be asking for a reading too. We could say anybody who has a reading usually wants some clarity. So this is just affirmation for you, not to worry. You know, you're trusting in the process. And that's beautiful. It's all going to work out. Now Jesus is stepping forward and he's saying, it's all right. Just go relax a little bit. Just go relax a little bit. I got this. Go relax a little bit. Have a glass of wine. It's funny because I was listening to some facts about Jesus this morning. He's saying, just go chillax a little bit, have a glass of wine and just chill. It's all going to be all right. All right. And then some divine wisdom. Hold on here. So spot on. And that's me too. And more so in the past, I'm getting better at it. And you know what my husband always says to me? He goes, trust is just an easy way not to make a decision. That's just a cop out. So he'll always say to me, trust that, blah, blah, blah. That's just a cop out. That's just to make things easier. That's just an easy blanket statement. He still doesn't get the truth of that, because not only that, we're relinquishing for that higher wisdom to come in. Trusting, well, life is, our natural state is ease. And that's what Jesus is saying, why he said chillax. So that, I'm glad he came through before, and he just shows him laid back and he's just tipping a little glass of red wine. and we are not taught that. We're taught to take control. Our human ego needs to figure it out, make plans, make a decision, and all of that. And it's actually the opposite that creates space to gain that greater clarity. As you just relax and let it come to you, the answers will come to you. Like my truck is still over at the dealership, and he's like, have you called them yet to see when it's going to be done? It makes things harder. And I'm like, they'll call me when it's time. Oh, that's just an easy way not to do anything. I could just speak his bottom. This is the kind of shit I deal with, which is beautiful because it exercises me. It's like, that's just an easy way not to do anything. But no, it's magnetic. If you know it's going to be okay, you're going to get the answer. You're going to get the insight. And sometimes it's through the process of elimination. You might try something and, oh, it don't work. Well, that's okay. I don't need to fret. The right thing will give me the answer, or the right opening will open up. Oh, my God almighty. All right. So you got Archangel Michael, and it's just showing the sword. That's cutting off stuff that doesn't serve you. But the sword shows that you've got to take action, and sometimes you're called to take action, but it's more inspired action. The light will show you the way, is what Archangel Michael's saying, and that energy is protecting you. Your higher self is definitely got Archangel Michael frequency in you as well. You're being protected. You're shown the way with the light. Just chill, just kind of relax. He's looking down. He doesn't have his sword up like this. He doesn't have it up like this. His eyes are down. He's relaxed, and he's just looking at the light. And he knows that, and he's telling you actually that the light is going to show you the way, what to cut out, what to move forward in, what brush. Now they're showing me like a machete brushing through a jungle. You're going to be shown what to cut down. It's okay. It's okay. And what's it say? I am grateful for the strength and courage. Yeah. And it takes actually greater courage. Okay. So what he's saying right now, it takes greater courage to have trust and do nothing than to scatter about aimlessly trying to figure it out from the human mind. That's profound. Oops, let's go back on where we are. All right. So I am grateful to have the strength and courage. Archangel brings joy in my life. It's all about joy, guys. Picking the path of joy. Joy is equated to light, allowing your joy to be it, not sinking into the deeper worry. When you have worry, know that you're just believing in something and you're trying to take control of something that is not for you to take control of. Worry is letting you know, give it up. It's not for you to worry about. It's not your job. Amen. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. I agree. And that's a 16, which is a 7, which is trusting that divinity within you, trusting your light, trusting in your own inner guidance. Sometimes we make things so much harder by scurrying about. Wouldn't you rather just get the right answer than try a million different things and waste your energy? So they're just saying, chillax, have a glass of wine, and it's all going to present itself. You get the purple, pink. That's that higher heart as well. Unconditional love. And you're the shit. You're the shit, Kelly. Now Eric's stepping in. He loves these cards. You're the shit. You're the shit. Okay? And he means shit in a good way. You're a star. Okay? You got it. Don't forget it. And it's funny because it's a card, but it's also an advertisement for ordering more cards. It says, don't forget it. Don't forget who you are. You're Archangel Michael energy. Okay? You got it. Bigger part of you is taking care of business. Just relax. But it says 10% off your next purchase code. Awesome. So awesome. You are awesome. You're awesome, Kelly. Own it. Own it. They want you to actually imagine and embody this energy as that Archangel Michael, gold and light. And then the wisdom card is chaos. There we go. There's all that ringing, confusion, ideas, things you're trying to figure out. Let the tornado take care of it for you. It'll whip up, turn over, and show you what you need to do. Let the chaos work for you. Let the chaos open up the door. Let that tornado turn up the path, the show. Just sit in your center of love. Be those eyes of awareness. Observe it. See it. And take another sip of wine. That's what they're telling you. End of cycles. Into new beginnings. And when we're stepping into something new, a new frequency, a new job, a new idea, a new anything, yeah, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. You're going to have a little anxiety because that human mind wants that safety net. It wants that security. It wants the known, where you're being called, Kelly, to live in the no known zone. The no known zone. All right. So you're stepping into new frequencies. It's all normal. It's all normal to feel confused, scared, skittish, timid, wanting the answers, worried, because yeah, basically your foundation is changing. It's being torn up. It's natural. So sit back and enjoy the ride. Eric glitching on the computer can come right back. Okay. All right. So now we've got Carissa. Carissa. You guys always mirror each other, but let's see what comes through. And then I am off to get my handsome vittles. All right. I don't know. Are you the calmer one? Are you the more anchored one? Just curious, Carissa. You can answer me. Your 3 rings were solid, steady, slow and steady rings wins the race. I don't know if that's more your energy than Kelly's or not, but it was like slow and steady wins the race. You just also, it's showing that you might like predictability. You like the known as well. It could also be representing you like the known. You like predictability. You don't like to stir up the pot. So there's two different ways this could go. You're either slow and steady wins the race and you're trusting and you're just going with the now moment. But it also could show that you also like that energy in your life, not to stir up the pot too much. You like stability. But you can let me know. Only you know how that resonates, but very nice, clear, solid rings. Cannot make this up. New tarot cards delivered as you are biking, as you are talking about the tarot code. Oh my God! That is unbelievable. And I wasn't going to read that part, Kelly. I was not going to read that part. I'm curious, what is the deck? That is so funny. You are awesome. So maybe you're stepping into doing readings and stuff like that. And as affirmation, as I'm shuffling Carissa's, it fell out again. It fell out again. Don't forget 10% off your next purchase code. Awesome. Rebel deck. Follow us. That same card just popped out. Eric's laughing. He's saying, I did it. All right. I did it. He's going, I did it. They're for Carissa. Oh my God. So that makes sense why that card fell out for Carissa's reading. I took it as affirmation to what you just said. So that same card came out for you, Carissa, because I'm on you. but I was making reference to Kelly, and this shows how everything bleeds together as one. One love, as you two would say, one love, that song, One Love. So yeah, definitely it's telling you you're going to be awesome at it. And you're onto some good shit, Carissa. So that was the rebel for you. And now you want these two. So yeah, you can order these two as well. But yeah, you're onto some good stuff. You're going to, I don't know if you've been doing this right along, but yeah, you can't make this shit up. Happened again. Happened again. You saw me there shuffling. It's not a small deck. The same card came out, Carissa. You're the shit. It can't get any clearer than that. Both of you guys sparking each other. All right, you got that same one. You obviously got a future and tarot deck reading, okay? And it's going to help you to connect and understand the universal connections of unconditional love more so. So it's just going to open you up more to your higher heart, okay? This is the pink representing the higher heart. So card reading and tarot is going to definitely opening you up. It's going to trigger you, it's going to catalyze you, and it's going to activate you, and you're going to be surprised at how good you are. All right. Tamara says, thanks, Eric, bringing in none serious and making us laugh. He says, someone's got to do it. He's like, someone's got to do it. He's got his hand on his elbow, rolling his eyes back, like head back, going, someone's got to do it. Isn't that so him? So I got this one, and all right, let's get down to business. Okay. So now that song from Tiesto is coming up. Let's get down to business. I don't know if you guys know it. It's kind of a dance song. Tiesto. I love that song. Let's get back to business. And it talks about all of my friends are telling me to not basically not do it, not continue on that journey. And so also because that song is coming up, if you guys don't know it, it's Tiesto, I think. Is it Tiesto? Let's get down to business. Anyways, it's about continuing that journey regardless of what other people say. No matter what the information your friends or the mumbo jumbo in the mind. Let's get down to business. I love that song. Anyways, so you have Dragon, discover your courage. So Carissa, this big changes for you. You're blazing a path. You are stepping into your courage. You're taking flight. You've got that dragon energy supporting you. Definitely heart energy, your courage in your heart, lion energy, being strong, being confident and trusting it. You are definitely blazing a new path, Carissa, and you're going to be so good at it. Opening up. And even right here, it's like an opening up before you and reaching out, reaching, what way is it? Reaching forward. And they're having fun. It's like a baby dragon. It's like it's not burning fire. They're laughing. Their mouth is open. And they're like beginning dragon. My son used to do Taekwondo, and he was only like 5 years old back then, my older son, Caleb, and it was called the Little Dragons. So you're at the beginning of stepping into something that's going to bring forth great power within you. All right, what do we got going here? Strength. It's going to take a little strength. That strength comes from an inner knowing. So when it said, let's get down to business, it's about you having that strength and that focused intent to develop more of you, to do your path, to just listen to yourself. It requires vulnerability. So you don't know you have strength unless you allow yourself to be vulnerable. So you're going to be going through a little bit of vulnerability. You might be a little bit like unsure. They're saying, you got it, girl. You got it. And now Eric's saying, you got it, girlfriend. Same thing he was telling Kim. You got it, girlfriend. So strength, 30, 35, that's abundance. So developing the all true abundance is you. Your innate state of being is abundant. So this new path you're taking in your new life and everything that's opening up, not just tarot cards, just you and your own sense of well-being is opening up to abundance. Abundance is light. Abundance is who you are. You are opening up and activating more and more of that within you. And being strong in it, being strong and solid in it. This is this huge old tree, huge tree in the darkness. So the rings at the beginning were representative of a tree just being strong and rooted. So those bells were also representative of you just being really strong and rooted in your heart, being strong as you allow vulnerability, coming to deeper trust, confidence, and self-awareness, they're saying. And you just got it. You've got it. looking here. It's just kind of weird because it's kind of a dark, eerie picture. But abundance is representing the abundance coming forth up here as well. The number 8, abundance. So what you're sparking and activating is the abundance within you. It's not something outside of you. Through your light activation, through you gaining trust and strength in your vulnerability and moving forward on your path, anchoring into your heart, you're activating so much abundance, and that's going to come and be in your life, in your reality, shown to you through your strength. You're also tapping in and tuning into ancient wisdom, because look how big and thick that is. That tree is so thick, and its branches even are so big. The branches coming out are so big. Dragonfly transformation. It's kind of like all of the little cicadas. So maybe you've been under the ground for a while, hiding, not hibernating, but developing in the courage and the strength. You know how cicadas spend most of their life under the ground, and then when they come up, and they're like glowworms, and they make that sound, and they're all glowing in the trees. Well, that's where you're coming into. You're coming into a glow up, a blow up of energy and light. You're blowing up, you're glowing up, you're coming up out of the ground. And in that ground, you've been connecting to some ancient wisdom, knowledge, processing, cultivating yourself. So you too are coming to make some noise. Take that cowbell and ring it. I think you should have a cowbell. And if you do readings for people, I think that should be your entry, bringing that cowbell and waking people up and moving the energy. You're waking people up and moving the energy. So you even picking that Will Ferrell emoji or whatever it is, image, is representative. It's an extension of you having fun, like Will Ferrell having fun. He's funny, makes light of things. Like this little dragon just looks silly, but it's based in wisdom and strength and truth. The greatest medicine is laughter. So he might seem like a goof, but he's so smart and strong and something deeper and more profound. Yeah, that is perfect. That is perfect. Oh my God, I want a cowbell now. I want a cowbell. All right. Very, very beautiful. Nice readings, guys, girls, everyone. All right. So let me know right now. I think I cut it off at that, but let me know if I missed you. Let me know if I missed someone who made a donation before them. I got a couple more minutes here, and then I'm leaving. Oh my God. Yeah, that would be a fun card, but yeah, I can just see you ringing that cowbell. All right. Beautiful, guys. Thank you for your donation too. Beautiful readings. Really opening up. You guys are definitely coming to a new, like having to go through like a shakeup to come to a new place where you can meet one another, a new place where you can meet one another. That's just how they're saying. They're just going new place, new place, new place. So you guys are both moving, expanding, and creating a mutual foundation, they're saying, at a new frequency, a new frequency, a new frequency. And to get to that new frequency, there's going to be catalysts, there's going to be tower moments, there's going to be confusion, there's going to be upheaval, because you're transmuting and transcending and blowing apart anything that isn't compatible with this new place of meeting. They're just really emphasizing this new place of meeting. They're going really slow, like this new place of merging, 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 merging. So very nice. All right, guys, thank you for joining. Thank you so much for the Master Light Blasters that join the group. You guys are all Master Light Blasters. All right, guys, thank you so much. May you all shine with the entirety, not a little drop, but the entirety of all the love and light that you are.